From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Saturday, August 1st, 2015. Silver is trading at $14.79 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,095 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $282. Antiwar.com reports while Turkey and the Kurdish PKK have been fighting an on-again, off-again war for some 30 years, both sides have been enjoying a period of relative calm 2 years into a ceasefire. That ceasefire ended Friday with Turkish airstrikes against the PKK in Iraq and has given way to more violence. The PKK is presenting this as a Turkish declaration of war, and with Turkey launching several attacks in the week to follow, it's hard to disagree. President Erdogan has similarly dismissed the idea of the peace process resuming, saying the talks were impossible. So PKK forces, many of whom are in northern Iraq, are bracing for more strikes, with a new round of serious unrest in the Kurdish areas around southeast Turkey, saying they view Turkey's new attacks as a betrayal against the Kurds in general. The PKK isn't simply waiting for Turkish strikes either, with PKK forces attacking a Turkish battalion in Sirnak province, killing at least 3 soldiers. One of the PKK fighters was also reported killed in the fighting, and Turkish forces are conducting searches in the surrounding area trying to locate the rest. For over 35 years, Roberts & Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and permanently removed the minimum purchase order for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 850-478-5270 or online at rrbi.co. UPI reports California Governor Jerry Brown on Friday declared a state of emergency as dangerously dry conditions and strong winds fueled the flames of a wildfire that so far burned nearly 20,000 acres in the Napa Valley. The Rocky Fire grew to 18,000 acres on Friday, but is only about 5% contained. Friday morning, officials issued a mandatory evacuation for residents in Jerusalem Valley, which lies about 100 miles north of San Francisco. So far, nearly 700 residents have fled their homes since the fire started on Wednesday, spreading quickly because of wind gusts and dehydrated vegetation amid the state's ongoing severe drought. Brown said in a statement Friday, California's severe drought and extreme weather have turned much of the state into a tinderbox. I declared a state of emergency based on the extreme drought that has persisted in the state for 4 years. Brown noted in the state of emergency declaration, by virtue of the number of fires burning simultaneously, the state's resources have been significantly committed such that the state will seek the assistance and resources of other states as necessary. The state of emergency will allow resources to be deployed to the fire-ravaged areas quicker and permit the assistance of the National Guard if officials need it. The Rocky Fire has so far destroyed 3 structures and several buildings, according to officials. More than 8,000 firefighters are working to extinguish the 18 different wildfires across California, and firefighters are worried that thunderstorms forecast for the weekend could ignite even more fires. You can support FPP Radio by joining the FANS program. FANS are friends, allies, and Numeri supporters. FANS help FPP afford to produce more original content. To learn more or to join the FANS program, visit fans.fppradio.com. Reuters reports the governor's chief of staff said on Friday that Puerto Rico will miss a payment on debt due August 1st, an event that will be considered a default by investors as the Commonwealth lurches toward what could be one of the largest U.S. municipal debt restructurings in history. The missed payment will mark the first default by the Commonwealth and shows the depth of the island's economic and cash flow problems. Puerto Rico Governor Alejandro Garcia Padilla shocked investors in June when he said the island's debt totaled $72 billion was unpayable and required restructuring. According to a 2014 bond offering statement, Puerto Rico has never defaulted on the payment of principal or interest of debt. The island faces a number of debt payments due August 1st, but had signaled in recent weeks that it may miss the PFC payment. This non-payment would be the most notable since Detroit, which had about $8 billion of bonds, defaulted on $1.45 billion of insured pension bonds before it filed for bankruptcy in 2013. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.